Hi, good afternoon. I'm Monica Mazique Smith, and this is week 3 of my weekly blog on how to relate to individuals with disabilities. I'm going to be talking about education and disability. As a person with a disability, I have to express how important the educational laws have been as it relates to my own life, and I know others with disabilities. It has a great impact, and it has really allowed me to advance as far as I have. And if it had not been for those advocates from years ago that fought for the rights of individuals with disabilities and the parents of individuals with disabilities, then we wouldn't have the laws like IDEA, Section 504, the Rehabilitation Act, and the various amendments that have come in place since 1973. It allowed me to be able to attend college, which is something that years ago individuals with disabilities weren't allowed to do because there weren't available resources to enable them to do so. Also, there were no laws in place. We were viewed as just animals, basically, not something that should be educated or out into society or just something that was put away and hidden, institutionalized. So this impact of the laws have greatly affected my life, and that's why now today I have a master's in public administration and a master's in rehabilitation counseling. The only the only hindrance that I have found is that specifically for people with severe disabilities such as myself, it has been very challenging to get employment. It's okay, we're allowed to go through college, through all the years of school, but then we get to a level where unfortunately, we have a lot to deal with in society with people who look at our outer appearance and automatically make assumptions on our abilities, which I'm going to talk further about that in coming weeks about employment and the impact of employment on people with disabilities, on how beneficial it could be for hiring someone who has a disability. But right now I'm talking about schooling. All of the years that I went to school, I was a good student. I got A's and B's. However, the thing that I found was that when I had to interact with other children who did not have disabilities, it was challenging. A lot of them had not been exposed. A lot of them had been exposed, but did not want to interact with me because of peer pressure from their friends that, well, you don't need to talk to her, or why are you talking to her? And thus, I wound up not having any friends through school, which could be an advantage at some point, but a disadvantage in others because it was hard to really get the necessary socialization skills, which is very important for people with disabilities to have, is to be able to know how to interact with others who are not disabled. And I found that it's up to the job of the parents as well as the job of the teachers and the principals, all the interacting children, to make sure that they understand and that they're exposed and to not be afraid of people who are different than they are. Because we live in a world where they're going to grow up and they're going to have to interact with all types of individuals. I was fortunate. I went to a school that was one of the main schools in the United States that integrated children with disabilities with children without disabilities. And I had that experience of that. And what I found was the children who grew up and went to this school, which is from kindergarten through sixth grade, their their level of understanding and their level of compassion was so much better than when I went to junior high school. When I went to junior high school, it all went down from there because individuals had not been exposed to us coming into that school. So it was just challenging. I was harassed, I was teased, I had spitballs thrown at me. Um, that all occurred in high school. In junior high school, fortunately, I had relatives that went to the school, so they wouldn't allow any of that to go on. But what happened was that I wasn't socialized with. I wasn't asked out to dances. I wasn't asked out on dates. I didn't have that experience of going through school that a lot of teenagers take for granted so often. And it helped in one way to keep me on the right track, but on another way I found later in life that there were a lot of things that I did miss out on, and a lot of things that could have helped me with socializing more and going through certain types of experiences. So I just want to interject that when kids are going to school and they're learning, it's not just about books. It's about socialization skills. It's about everything. Your whole livelihood is is learned throughout those crucial times, those crucial years. So parents need to make sure that their children are exposed to all walks of life, that they know how to interact with all types of children, adults, what have you, because it starts out as a child and then we grow into an adult. And a lot of adults, unfortunately, because they weren't taught, because they weren't encouraged and made to be exposed to individuals with disabilities going through school, then they grow up and become adults who don't want to be around individuals with differences. So I just want to interject that and also to stress the importance of education for all people, for all children. That is very important that you learn because a lot of things you may never use, but there are some things that you will use in your life. And it just helps to work with your mind and it helps you develop critical thinking skills as well as other mental skills that can help you in your life. So that's it for today, and I will get back with you next week. Next week I'll be talking about something that I know a lot of us want to talk about, which is dating while disabled. Talk with you later. God bless. Bye.